Hi everybody, welcome back to the composition session. Today we're going to talk about how to create a riff, just a riff on a certain groove. Not a very complicated one on the groove, but we are going to use a little bit of what we learned from chords that have a chromatic root. Because I think it's always very interesting to use in different contexts. And for example, in the context that I'm going to show you, the roots are going to be quite dominant. The non-diatonic roots are going to take very important part on creating the overall harmony, the overall texture. But still we are functional, meaning we are going to use them in a sense that is sounding good to the ear. Yeah, not too dissonant and not too consonant. So let's take, for example, let's take D flat major. And then we take also an E major. Then we're taking a C minor and a B. Now, this is a very nice combination of chords, minor, major kind of stuff. But we want to spice it up a little bit, and we want to add those chromatic roots, chromatic bass tones. So let's choose, for example, for the D flat major, we will choose an A as the bass. Then we are going to take the bass in a chromatic movement up. So we're gonna choose A for the bass for the D flat major. Then for the E major, we're gonna add an A sharp. Then for the C minor, we're gonna play a B. And then we're going to take it not half step up, but a whole step up for the B. It's gonna be B on a C sharp. Okay, so let's play the whole thing together. I think it's a really nice tone. The reason why I chose to add a C sharp and not a C or something else which is really dissonant in the end is that because you don't wanna be dissonant all the way. Otherwise you're becoming completely atonal. If that's your thing, great, do it. But in this case I want to show a combination of different colors that make it sound harsh, then soft, then harsh, then soft, yeah? And ending this cycle with a very soft and a very nice sounding chord, yeah? Which is B over C sharp, yeah? This is always a nice combination. I really love this voicing, and it's great to finish this very dissonant cycle with something which is softer, yeah? So let's play it once again. Alright, now the next move would be for a whole composition, or at least part of a composition, would be to use the inversions of those chords. And when I say inversion, I just mean the triads. I don't mean to use the bass, the root, the chromatic root, because we always want it to be on the lower end. That's the whole point of using these of using these chromatic roots. The idea is not for them to become part of the chord. That's another approach, and if you are exploring it, it would be awesome to see what you're coming up with, and it's a different thing. It's a different thing to do. But in this case, I'm just talking about the triads, the major minor triads, and their root just stays the same. It doesn't move with the inversions. That means that if I play D flat over an A, then like we did in the chord sessions, I don't move the A, I just move the inversion. Yeah, and that's all that moves inside the composition, inside the riff. Let's see how we are actually creating some kind of a composition out of this thing.